but his heart raced. He knew the voice. It was hers. That night, he tossed and turned on his mat, sweat trickling down his forehead. He heard the whisper again, soft but insistent. Amisi, come back. He sat up, his breath quick and shallow. The urge to go to the river was overwhelming, like an invisible rope pulling him. He squeezed his eyes shut and covered his ears, but the song grew louder. Desperate, he ran to the elder's hut. The old man was awake, as if he had been expecting him. She is calling you, isn't she? The elder asked. Amisi nodded, trembling. How do I stop it? The elder sighed. The river spirits do not forget. She marked you, and she will not stop until she gets what she wants. Fear tightened in Amisi's chest. What should I do? The elder sighed. The river spirits do not forget. She marked you, and she will not stop until she gets what she wants. Fear tightened in Amisi's chest. What should I do? The elder pulled out a small pouch made of animal skin. He poured out fine white powder into his palm and blew it into the air. The scent of burning herbs filled the room. You must go back to the river, he said. But this time, you must not be afraid. She feeds on fear. Amisi's stomach twisted at the thought of facing the mermaid again, but he knew he had no choice. If he did nothing, she would haunt him forever. With the elder's blessing, Amisi walked to the river just before midnight. The moon shone brightly, casting long shadows over the water. He stood at the edge, his fists clenched. The water rippled. Then, she rose. The mermaid looked even more enchanting than before, her glowing eyes full of mischief. You came back, she whispered, smiling. Amisi took a deep breath. I did, he said firmly. But I am not afraid anymore. Her smile faltered. You should be. The elders told me the truth. You don't offer wonders, you steal souls. The mermaid's face darkened. You think you are strong enough to resist me? She hissed. Amisi took a step forward. I know I am. The water around her began to swirl violently, but Amisi stood his ground. He reached into his pouch and threw the elder's sacred powder into the air. A loud, angry screech echoed through the night. The mermaid writhed, her beautiful form twisting into something monstrous. Her skin turned pale, her hair wild, and her sharp teeth grew longer. No, she shrieked as the river itself seemed to reject her. With one final scream, she plunged into the water and vanished. The river stilled. The air grew calm. Amisi exhaled, his body trembling. He had done it. He had broken her hold on him. From that day on, the mermaid's whispers never returned. The villagers noticed Amisi's change. He had become wiser, more careful.